stay tuned. Shouldn't be longer than a couple of minutes, so just stay with us. I know we said it's 4 p.m. sharp, but as you may know, sometimes it takes just a little bit longer than, exact time. So don't worry, we're all set. We will be going over everything that we planned. So maybe since we started a few minutes early, we'll finish a few minutes later. But overall, everything is still in check. So we're waiting for the speakers to arrive.
Hi guys.
Hey, welcome. We've been waiting for you to begin the session. Glad you could join us. So I'm passing you the torch here. So feel free to begin, and yeah, let's start this AMA session.
I hope we will wait Alexander, and we also want to show gameplay through the AMA session. So I hope, Dmitry, we will see, okay, we can see alpha version of our game with gameplay, and during our session you can see what we have now at the beginning of game development.
We just saw the brief screen of what the game looked like. So you're planning to stream it, right, with the comments and explain everything as it works?
Yeah, the plan was to stream gameplay and to talk about the game and about our NFTs and other questions.
And you think you would like to maybe announce before you show the game any?
Hey guys, sorry for late.
Hey, Alexander.
Have
No worries.
My sound. No.
All good.
Okay.
All good. Welcome to the AMA session. Yeah, if you guys were ready to start, we're all waiting. So let's get this started. Are we waiting for anyone else, or we can begin?
I think we could start, and maybe some guys join.
From our team, everyone is here.
Yeah, everyone here. So Dmitry was streaming the gameplay during the AMA session, so the guys could see how the game looks like immediately.
Could you perhaps elaborate what we're seeing right now so the users are, aware and understand what's going on and can keep up with the mechanics? Just a brief summary, just to quick introductory to the game.
It's a tactical RPG where you have a team of different characters, and you beat other team with special skills of your characters and combination between them. Right now, we have only NFT characters in the game, and in the future, we plan to add different kind of enemies, simple enemies, bosses, different scenario and scripts through the fight, different obstacles that make fight different from time to time. So now it's just some kind of demo, but you already can see potential of this gameplay. You also can play this version at our site, and you can feel how it plays, how it looks like, and you can understand that that's just a small part of future game, because that's just a simple fight stance, and we plan to do big narrative part, economical part, and special scenarios for PvE, PvP, and that's just how you can fight through these parts. That's just a small, very small demo.
And could you perhaps elaborate on how the whole crypto world will be connected to your game, and just maybe a little bit more details for our community so they understand, you know, how they're playing and earning at the same time and whatnot?
Let me speak about the history a bit before. So the Nomad Exiles is the game developed by Riot Game Studio. The studio usually develop the classical games, so there are lots of installation in App Store, Google Play of the main game, Exiles, whatever it calls. And last year we decided to go into crypto because we think that this is the future of gaming, mostly the mobile gaming, for example. And there are not a lot of projects that bring the good gaming experience. So a lot of them using hype, using cool words like NFT, metaverse, and something like this, but there are no good games beside that. So we decided to build a game. Firstly, we want to create the game on the basis of our main game, Exiles War, but during the development, we decided to create the whole new game with the whole new mechanics. And on the screen right now, you could see the core gameplay is file set. So this is just like the battles will look like. It's narrative battles, so there will be also arenas where you could fight other players, for example, or bosses or other stuff. There will be lands, dungeons, your base, which you could develop, and the main map. So this is our first steps will be. This is the alpha version of the game that we developed for 3 months from scratch. The whole new characters, whole new locations, whole new narrative, gameplay, game balance, and all other stuff. So as you said, you asked about crypto. So we have our native token, main token. It's called Pride. It's listed on Gate and PancakeSwap. So for that token, you could buy hero.
I think Alexander got disconnected, has some connection issues.
Yeah, maybe.
Waiting for him to be back online.
Then let me speak about crypto at our game. We have token token pride that will be main source to buy NFT in our game. And we also plan to add the next one token that will be called Exile. That will be a token for in-game usage to trade resources in the game, to spend this token for different activity in the game. And this also will be the main tool for earning in the game, and tokenomic system based on RPG and farm. You play the game, you play the story, and your enemies become stronger, and your characters should be stronger too, but they have to be upgraded, and you should use different resources for that. And if you want to be the strongest person with the strongest team at the server, you have to take a lot of different resources. But then you can be winner of different challenges and earn tokens from these challenges. Another option to earn is not to be the number one, but to serve for champions who fight for main positions. And you can just sell them resources, so you can farm them with your team, and what you earn, you can sell that resources for powerful ones, and then earn with this way of playing. You also can just play by yourself, learn the story, and play a good game with new experience that's also based on NFT and crypto. For example, in classical games, all NPC are the same for every player. And in our game, we have possibility use NFT as a system of uniqueness for non-player characters. So each NPC in your team, each NPC has its own parameters, and it's unique for your game. So this will give you a new experience, because your history and your experience will be unique, not the same as experience of other players, because their characters are not the same as yours. And the other point is history, because blockchain has history, and our characters also can have a story that will be written in their memory. So during the game, you should make different choices, and the choices can affect your NFTs, your characters, and their behavior, their relationships with you and with your team. So it gives you a new experience, and you never play the game with the same kind of relationships between you and your characters. That's why it will be so interesting to play. That's why some of players will be here just for fun, and they will pay for this game, for resources to achieve different things in the game. And that's why we don't have Ponzi system. That's why we have real money trading inside the game. That's why you can earn through the trading, because our system based on system of old MMORPGs. Now we have Alexander.
Yeah, sorry guys, totally not my day during the connection and other stuff. Am I missing something? Have someone? Okay.
I already told about NFT and crypto
Okay.
in our game, and about our tokens.
And about in-game token exile? Oh, cool.
Yes.
So we could move on. Thank you. Let's go, guys.
Do you have any more material or anything you would like to present, or shall we move on to the questions, or are we waiting for anyone else?
No, we're not waiting on everyone else, so we could move on. Dmitry will play during the whole AMA, so people see the game. So, and we will answer the questions.
All right, guys, just to make sure, repeat myself, you can duplicate your question in the chat right now if you want it to be asked. We have put together a list. Do you guys see the list of questions that we have prepared for you? Pavel or Alexander?
Yes, yes.
Right,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, they should.
Well, you can start reading them off one by one, and you know, just kind of going through them. And if there's anything else that comes up in the chat, feel free to also touch on that.
If you don't mind, would you please read the questions? Because if we will did it, so
yeah,
the video
sure,
will
no
be
worries.
paused. So like the Pavel right now, he'll go to.
Okay. First
Cool.
question: have you considered cooperation with centralized exchanges?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, we listed on Gate.io. This is our main token, Pride, for which you could buy heroes. And for Exile token game, we have some thoughts, but there is no exact information yet, so we'll be posting it later.
All right, thank you. Next question. Almost 80% investors have just focused on price of the token in short term instead of understanding the real value of the project. Can you tell us about the motivations and benefits for investors to hold your token for the long term?
This is the usual question on Amos, so maybe I'll add to Pavel's speech that our main goal is to create a good game, and we have all skills to do it, and we have a good team. And our main purpose to find the sweet spot between users who want to earn money just and people who want to play the good game and not so familiar with crypto, and to unite them and create a project which will be fun for both of these worlds. So yeah, we focused on the project itself, we focus on the product, and we want to bring a good product also with the mechanics to earn and have fun. That's it.
All right, thank you. Okay, next question. Does the marketplace already have a date? That's what the question says.
Maybe the question is about our first sale, because our marketplace will be available to see, I think, this week, but people could only see the cards and prices. So there won't be exact date, and there won't be the button buy. So I think it will be in the end of July, maybe in the early of August. But we will post the exact date a bit later. But players this week could see the new site, the alpha, and of course the marketplace.
Okay, got it. A little bit about the game. Are the abilities of the heroes random, or are they preset?
They random with some presets. It means that there is no any identical NFT in our game, and that's some rules of randomness in the different grades to make them different, not only with the possibilities, but also with the rareness.
The next question is actually about the rareness. How can level 1 common hero compare to level 1 legendary hero?
They equal in their stats, and legendary hero gives you more possibility to equip different stuff and to find stuff that will fit you better. It also gives you more resources to earn stuff, and of course number of legendary heroes less than heroes of common quality.
Okay, let's talk about the security. What measures have you taken, to make sure that the project is secured against cyber attacks?
We have some technical advisors in our team, and also our smart contracts audited by CHĐ.
Okay. Does the game and NFT will gain more functionality furthermore as we move into the metaverse?
We want to build more opportunities around our Pride token. So we will see that opportunities will come in the future with new projects build it with Pride token, and I think that there is possibility that current NFTs also can be used with this.
Yeah, we have some thoughts about cross promotion and cross marketing with our future projects. That's why we have our main token Pride, for example. So in the future projects, also people will buy heroes for that token. Basically, for now it is, but during the development there will be a lot of new news.
Okay, got it. All right, next question is about Web3. What's the difference since you guys are on the Web3 in comparison to if you were on the Web2? What are the advantages?
I think there are two layers. For example, first layer is about the payments and how they come, get, and other stuff. So it's easy, decentralized. It's have a lot of benefits that you could play, pay, and earn from different parts of the world. And the second layer is about NFTs and how they use in the game. So like Pavel said, he can add maybe more if you want about how they using the history inside the game. So I think that it is.
Okay. The next question is, well, some users are still concerned about the tokenomic structure and, the whole Ponzi scheme, even though you already talked about it. What is the main advantage of your game over similar, rest of the games that could be seen nowadays?
The main advantage is that our game is a good game enough to play this game and to pay for this game. So there is no situation where everybody wants to earn. There is a situation with balance between people who want to have fun and pay for this, and the people who want to earn and give resources for people who want to have a fun. So we have a balance in our economical system, and that's why it's have advantage.
All right, thank you for the answer. The next question, they want to dig a little bit deeper into the decentralization aspect of your project. Could you highlight more on that? How it's structured and organized within your project?
For now, the most decentralized capabilities is that all payments came from blockchain, so it is easier to use the game, to play the game, to have the whole experience from all over the world. Maybe somewhere some methods of payments are blocked, and using blockchain you could use it still. So I think it's good. We are not DAO, so we have no governance token or something like that for now. Maybe it will be in the future when players could make some decisions, narrative decisions, for example, but this is plans after the full game release in Q4.
I will add some words. We have lands and dungeons, and this part of the game is where some of our community, some of our investors could earn through the in-game activity, and they can play a huge role in transactions between players. For example, people who have a land can control crafting, trading, some PvP activity, and breeding. This activity will be this activity require buildings that situated at the lands. So if you buy land, then you can play with this decentralization as player, as owner of our game, and make your decisions what to do with this activity.
Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, next question is about the NFTs again. Is it possible to upgrade, for example, a regular, NFT into a more rare NFT? And if so, like, what are the main distinguishments between, the common and the legendary? What are the differences?
There is no way for upgrading, but that's because tier is not something that just improve your NFT. Of course, more powerful grade give you more resources, and it's easier to wear. It's easier to find equipment that fit you well. But the potential power of every NFT is the same, and that's just the question about your way of playing the game. It's about your targets, and if you already have NFT that you played a lot and you have a story between you and this NFT, then why you have to change this? That's the same like you already have nice relationships with somebody and you want to change this person. It's not nice, in my opinion, and that's not a minus or plus, that's just a feature. So all of our NFTs are real good things for playing the game and for making experience through the game.
Okay, thank you for the answer to that. Next question is, it's a little bit a broader topic, but how do you personally see NFT and GameFi change the gaming industry? You know, just your personal opinion.
Who will start? Pavel, you or me?
That you.
Basically, it's all that we together said today. So we have easy way to have payments. We have easy way for people to earn money while they working in the games. For example, in the past, you also may develop your hero in some games and maybe you sell them on some platforms, but it's not centralized. It's not fully clear. So it's easy to do it right now. Also, the main narrative part that Pavel said, it's very cool that you have history with your NFT, and this brings you the whole new experience during the game. So it's the next level of all the games. I think it's the good instrument for all games all over the world, even though they are cards, small games or AAA games. It's not necessary. So you could use it everywhere.
I also think that NFT is a feature that can help industry to create virtual worlds for single persons. I mean that previously we all think that we will live in Matrix and we will play games together in the whole virtual world. But I think that future is not about one Matrix. The future is about Matrix for everybody, where you can choose any role. If you want to be Neo, you become Neo. If you want to become Morpheus, you become Morpheus. And programs play with you, and you don't care about is this program real, man or woman, or this is just a cool program. So NFT is a part of this step because NFT makes unique person inside the game, inside the virtual world. And if some program inside Matrix is just NFT person, and if technology gives this person just right behavior, then you never recognize is it a program or real man. And uniqueness is the key to this, and history is the key to this, because unique program with some kind of history, with some kind of memory inside virtual world, just the same person as any man or woman, and that's amazing, I think.
All right, thank you. That was a very thorough answer. How do you plan to ensure, project performance and economic sustainability in a bearish market that we're currently experiencing?
About bearish markets, so my personal thoughts, but that this is very healthy situation for the market, because it shows that 90% of the projects have nothing beside them but hype and cool words. So for now, only projects which bring the good product could survive, and this is good, I think. So we think we are this project. We have a good game and well balanced with well thought economic system, so we have no problems, I think, with that. So this is the best point to enter our project, because when the market will rise, so the whole prices will be much more, of course. So I think it's bad. It's not bad. So maybe it will be hard to raise, or maybe NFT sale will last a little bit longer. But I think this is not the best situation for us, because our goal wasn't to take a lot of money during, for example, INO or one sale, and don't think about the future. We think about the future of the project in a long-term development, and we would like to build a good game, and a good game where people also could earn money if they don't want to think a lot about the game or mechanics. They could easy playing. For example, there are some options there for after battle, for example, something like that for these people, but they will be united in one place. So that's it. Good marketing, good product. I think there's no problem for projects like this, also in bearish or every other markets.
Okay, yeah, that answers that. Let's take a few questions from the chat. What are the, how do you spot a good Web3 game? What are the main qualities you would say, when you see a Web3 game of similar functionality? What would you look at as the first thing?
Personally, me looking for the economic system, how it balanced, of course, and how it's well thought. What about what they bring to people, how people should earn, which are these mechanics, or these mechanics based only on bringing new people every time. So that's it. And about the game, I think the Pavel said more.
We look at different P2E games today, and we're trying to learn and not to make their mistakes, but we also understand that if project was successful enough for a period of time, that there is something inside that we should look to understand why it was successful. For example, Stepan maybe is not the best choice for economical parts, but their user experience and user interface is really good for P2E projects, because previously there was very hard to join P2E project, and this application show us how you can create nice onboarding for people who want to join. And we also look at different other projects, gaming projects, or something to earn projects, and just take features from them from time to time. So that's a lot of different projects.
Okay, got it. About the association with Chico in Rocco, what are the advantages, of such partnership? Is there cross game planned? And maybe you could just in general elaborate a little bit more on, working with Chico in Rocco.
First of all, of course, we have plans to spread the information through the NFT community, because Rocco is very strong NFT community, of course. And as our NFT sale will come in shortly, so it's good. Also, we have some mechanic thoughts about using, for example, heroes from Chico Rocco in the game as NPCs, or like other stuff, but of course these plans are on the period of after full release of the game.
Okay, thank you. Do you plan to release your game on any other blockchains at the moment?
Right now, we have some talks with different blockchains, but there are no exact information for now that we can share. For now, it's monochain project, so Binance, because they think it's easier for people to use the most common network with low fees and good functionality.
Okay, got it. What are the minimum requirements, for a device in order to play the game smoothly without lags and whatnot? What would you recommend for users to, to operate the game on?
I say that our project created with Unity, so if you play different Unity projects, then it's enough. The more information will be added at our site about requirements.
Yeah, for now we have only web version of the game, so the alpha version, because our marketplace on the web, so we decided that this is a good idea to launch firstly in browser and to give people opportunity to play it freely from all over the world. So lately this year we launched our Android application and iOS maybe. So while we test all these builds, we will post, of course, the information exact for now. But also, of course, we think about the people, and we understand that not from all over the world people have very strong devices. So we have some options to play with low parameters, for example, low graphic or something like that.
Okay, got it. So the next question will be from the chat. What about the short-term benefits, for the holders? You talked about the long-term benefits, but are there any short-term benefits that could be seen in your project?
I think for me personally, I see the short term is to enter the project right now while the market is low and the prices on the first NFT sale is low, because of course there will be a couple more sales, other heroes, other classes, which will be, I think, more expensive. And for holders who hold our token, for example, this is the good opportunity to buy the hero for low price, I think.
Okay. Okay. Let's see if anyone in the chat wants to ask a question personally. Who has raised their hand? Let's see.
I see one hand, free Dubas.
All right. Let's see. 1 second. You should be unmuted.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, we can hear you.
No, I think he can't do it.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Guys, if you're raising your hand and we're unmuting you and you see it, please ask a question, okay, so we don't stall in the chat. All right, next one. Anybody else wants to ask a question, raise their hand and we will unmute you. All right, if we don't have any more raised hands for now, I will go back to the questions that we had prepared earlier. But if anything changes, yeah, just raise your hand and we will ask you.
Yeah, let's do it like this.
Do you have any approximate listing prices of the heroes for now set in mind, or it will be depending on the market situation and whatnot?
Yeah, we have. So our heroes will be available for fight by itself. So, for example, you could buy a rare hero for 2,750 pride. And also you could buy, for example, mythic and artifact heroes you could take only from mystery boxes. These boxes are starting from 150 USDT, so we'll sell them for stables.
All right, seems like we have a hand in the chat. Let's unmute him.
Cool.
All right, Maravik, we're waiting for your question. We've unmuted you. Maravik, you there? You need to turn on your microphone.
And he's gone.
Seems like it. I guess users don't really want to ask you questions, or they get shy or something. Well, meanwhile, let's move on to the next question. Are you aiming to create a VR metaverse or no? Or will it just be as it is right now?
We have some ideas about AR, and we think that it's better to add some AR features into this project. And VR is too expensive for people. They don't have a lot of stuff to play with VR, and it's too expensive to create VR stuff with nice quality. But AR is in our plans, and we want to add some special dating features with game characters through AR.
Yeah, I think that VR infrastructure is not ready for the mass adoption, so for the massive using. It's some people, some stuff. There are a lot of cool ideas, but we should have the massive devices like glasses, small like mine glasses or something like that. It's not big stuff that you using only at home, like the desktop computer or something like that. So we need something small, easy to use. And after that, we could implement all the VR features in the future, of course.
Okay, thank you. We have one more question. So how can a single player game build a perpetual economic model? How does it work in your case? You're talking about PvE.
You have single player narrative. You have single player battles, but you still have trade, and you still need resources for upgrading. And if you want to make progress through the PvE or PvP, then you need these resources. And if you want to make these achievements right in time, you have to pay for them, because other people who want to be number one also will pay. And that's not about earning. But people who want to play in simple way, people who want to earn just some money, not millions or billions, they can play, and they will have resources more than they need to pass the story. So they will share their resources for money with people who want to achieve maximum. And of course, people who will be number one will achieve a lot of money just because they will have prizes from tournaments and from different world first skills, and from the fame. That's why single player will work, just because economic is not single, and just because they have people will have motivation for trading.
Okay, makes sense. How will the game balance between strong and weak players in the arena?
That's about right equipment and preparation for different kind of battles. So if you spend a lot, then you will have different combinations of characters, and you can make different strategies. If you play only with one character, and even if you have equipment for this character, then you can use only few strategies, and even with these strategies you will be strong enough. But different balance system like rock paper scissors don't give you a possibility to become number one. And I think that's where people who spend a lot and who investigate a game, who try to play different strategies, they should be better than people who just play for a few hours and do it just for story. But if you spend a lot, you can be strongest even without just best characters. That depends on your understanding of the game. That depends on your skill, on your mind. So it's also balance between characters and between your understanding of the game, of tactics and strategies.
All right, thank you. That was a very good answer. Question about the communities. So the person who wanted to ask a question, she just wrote a question. How important is, for example, a Latino community for you? Because as you may know, in Latin America, they look up to the crypto project to help stabilize their economy and perhaps gain additional profits. Could you share your views on Latino community in general and perhaps highlight other communities, or what is your view, on your user community as a global?
The vision is global, of course. The situation is similar like when we have our IDO with Pride token. So we need people all over the world. There are no difference for us for people from any other parts. So of course there are strong community, crypto community in Latin America. There is strong community in Asia, in Oceania, for example, in Philippines, in Indonesia. Turkey is very strong, of course. We have very good ideals in Turkey. So we try in different ways. We collaborate with different projects. We collaborate with different platforms from all over the world. So I think this, the global is the main goal, of course.
Okay, yeah, that's a good approach. I agree. When going with such project, going global will make a lot of impact as well. Okay, I think we have a person who wants to ask a question. Finally, hopefully.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
His name is Juan. We're gonna unmute his mic right now. So please ask a question.
Yes. I want to ask a question maybe out of the box, but is what I'm interested is, can you comment about the climate in the workplace? For example, from scale from 1 to 10, how happy you are with the project or how stressed are with the project?
Very nice question. Thank you. It's not a bot question. It's not a usual question, of course. We have a very good environment in our office. So the team is united. The team is public, of course, as we show some pictures from our main office. We post it on Telegram group from our daily meetings, and we post some videos while guys modeling the heroes, for example. You could find them in our Telegram announcement group. So I think everyone is love the game. Everyone gives 110% of what they know, want, and what they can. We work very hard because the development is in active phase and the marketing is active phase, of course, for now. So we're working days by days, I think, to bring the very cool project. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, our dev team very motivated. We all are happy to make such a project, and we see opportunity to create something that can affect our industry and show a new way how to build new games, how to create something new. We have a lot of ideas, and we like to share them between each other. We hope that we will do all the best. So It's really great to make something new. It's much better than just copy paste other successful projects, and that's why we are so motivated.
Thank you very much, Juan, for the question. Make sure to duplicate it in the chat as well, so we can see it. All right, let's see what's next. Do we have any more people who would like to ask a question live? All right, for now, let's move on to the next question. When you're adding your features, next features to your project, how interested are you in the opinion of your audience? Do you make any surveys, or do you make decisions on your own about what to add to your game next, and overall in regards to your roadmap structure?
Of course, we are interested in opinion of our gamers, of our investors, but also we want to add an analytical system to understand their behavior and to understand different situations better than just in words. But of course, we understand that only collaboration with community become part of a really good project. And from time when we can give you version with more content, only from that time we understand that we can discuss future features with players, because they have experience, and we can understand them in their asks, their questions, their we can understand them and they can understand us.
We also ask questions in our community chat, for example, in Discord or Telegram, what they think about such heroes, such abilities, and other stuff. We read everything and we provide everything to our dev team that they can adopt it and create a better game experience in the future. So be active in social network so we could hear you, of course.
Well, now you made it public. I'm sure you'll get a lot more questions and suggestions too.
I hope so.
I guess I want to ask a question from myself too. So you're naming all these amazing features, decentralization and stuff, but if you were to name only, one aspect, like the main aspect of your game, why it makes it so unique, and why I should start playing it right now, because I personally haven't played it yet, but after this AMA session, I'm considering. How would you, bite me to play this game from one sentence, or one feature that is unique in your opinion?
You or me? Let's you.
Just take new experience from NFT RPG. The first real NFT RPG, I think.
So you're positioning yourself as the first real NFT RPG. Is that actually the case?
This is actually the case that this is the good RPG and very cool RPG with using blockchain and other stuff. For example, if you played Heroes of Might and Magic maybe in the past,
That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah. So, for example, it is, but with everything best from blockchain and NFT stuff. I using words like NFT on blockchain. Yeah, they hype and popular, but we try to take the usage of it and implement in the game, not only just saying NFTs and something like cards or whatever. You could see metaverse, for example. Yeah, we could bring a lot of cool words, but besides that, we have a good project, and the project that could unite people, gamers and crypto investors, for example, and create a great world for both of them. So this is our main point, main goal.
Okay, all right, I got it. Sounds actually interesting, especially since you named Heroes of Might and Magic. That's a big name to me. So, and another question about the guilds. What are the uniqueness of your guilds, and will it provide any benefits for for users and players?
Yeah, we have some options for the guilds. Of course, it could be strong heroes, for example, the high tiers, or they could create unique teams. But of course, we have some options. It's the dungeons, it's the unique game locations with couple of locations that you could see on the screen right now. So it's a narrative location, so everyone in the game could go there, and guilds get their percentage from all money flow through that location, and also they could get a percent from all the money flow in the game. So it's very unique and very cool option. It's available only right now, and there will be not so much items. I think to the game release it will be 5 or 6, no more, and there will be a bit more later.
Can I add something too?
Yeah, of course.
For the guilds, there are very special, unique features in the game that make management of the players for the guild easier. First of all, I think Pavel firstly mentioned it. We have our own plans for keeping statistics, for keeping analytics, and we can add up to the guild information about all that is happening in the game, because they need to track lots of tracks to manage their gamers, to manage their assets, to manage their strategies. Another thing, at the full release of the game, we will have assets absolutely convertible to be rented, to be leased, and this is also solves lots of problems for the guilds in a lot of earlier games, in a lot of earlier P2E games. As already was said about the dungeons, but also about the lands. The guilds could establish special teams with a special specialization of their gamers to do different things in the games, to follow different tracks in the games, and to establish a team that overall earns the best. Of course, it will need some more time, some more negotiations with the guilds to keep to find out and to settle the strategies. But still, the game, I think, is the really first game that is fully equipped to negotiate with the guilds why and how they should bring the major amount of their gamers into the guild, and to have the assets, very expensive assets, but still assets that earn throughout the whole game, not only through the team that they are employing to play in the game.
Thank you very much, Olga, for your input. And that would actually conclude our AMA session. So we would like to ask you if anyone else would like to get an opportunity to ask a question in a live stream, or else we'll be wrapping this up. So last, I guess, 30 seconds for you guys to raise your hands and ask a question in the live chat.
While we're waiting, in the end, I will say one more time that now when the market is bearish, this is a best, I think, opportunity to enter such projects. Projects that bring unique product and the product that works good and the product that develops something new in the industry. So, and also we have a lot of activities right now. We have our Telegram bot, of course, with activities inside of that, inside community activities. You could play mini games and earn up to 100 USDT every week. So it's like a side activity before we have a full game release, of course. When also I would like to mention that after our sale will be end, we have an upgrade alpha version of the game when users who buy a hero could try it in these battles. Of course, so it will be launched very soon.
Thank you. That was a very valuable final input. So it seems like we do not have any volunteers. So if you guys have any last final words besides what you just said, feel free. Just say goodbye to the community. Yeah.
Shall we add a couple of words about the referral link? The EYWA referral link will bring everyone to the special whitelist if you register with it to our Telegram bot, which Alexandra has already mentioned just now. This whitelist gives you the opportunity to participate within a special period with a lower pricing and get some NFTs that you like, or get some magic boxes that you like with some discounted prices. Also, all participants formed with this referral link in a special community within our system will get a small airdrop of Exile token. This is the major in-game token. All the activities, all the commissions that are going around inside the game for the future will be using the Exile. And we will look after the community for the future with new perks, with the new special prices and new special drops. So please use the referral link that I think is already in the Telegram community, and we will welcome you warmly in our Telegram bot with special short game. Where weekly you can earn up to 100 USDT just for fun, just to try out. That's all, I think. Anything, guys? Anything else? No?
I'll just say goodbye because I already said my own words. So maybe Pavel.
Just thank you for your questions and for your attention for our project. And I hope we will see you in our game.
Thank
you for the opportunity.
It's been a pleasure having you live chatting at the AMA session. We hope it was very informative for all of our community. And as always, you can always ask additional questions. You can visit their chats. We're all neighbors, colleagues here, so it's not like the window of opportunity is closed. So yeah, thank you very much for everyone who attended the meeting. We'll be informing you about the best question awards soon. Stay tuned and have a good day, everyone.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks all.